Can you guys even believe I wore this last year with Corey? Corey and I wore this for like couples, pictures where you dress up funny. Yeah. That's how goofy I am. Hey guys, welcome back to Tell Your Story. My name is Nathan and I'm super excited about this video tonight because we did one of these last year. Count this as video number 2 of how we're gonna stay sober during the holidays. Corey and I have come a long way in our sobriety, and one of the things that we worry about every day is, the coming season, the holidays. And we're talking about, specifically Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, times of the year when families get together and, sometimes there's a little drinky going on, right? Now, maybe you're trying to stay sober, maybe you are at length in your sobriety, maybe this is your first time in the holiday season trying to stay away from your worst vices. Well, I've got a little bit of advice for you, and to do that, I went to Facebook, like I usually do, and I went in and I got some really great advice from some friends of mine that stay sober and that are in those circles of people who are trying to stay away from all the things that they used to do in a bad manner. The question that I asked everyone on Facebook was, how are you going to stay sober during the holidays? Quick tips and tricks, and go. One of the first answers that I got was, don't go around my family. Yeah, well, I'm going to stick, around my family. Most of my family doesn't have the same problems that I had with my worst vices. And we're happy about that. This one was a lot of fun. Last year was my first year to do it, and I surrounded myself with other sober people and made sure to let others know that I would be alone on certain days. I'm a firm believer in closed mouths don't get fed. Accepting humility and telling others about my situation allowed them to extend invites to eating and celebrating with them at different sober functions and meals. It truly was a blessing. See, sometimes it makes it easier when we tell the people that we love that we just don't drink. You'd be surprised what happens when you literally are just upfront and honest about the things that you're going through, such as, sobriety. Here was an answer from a regular of ours. There's an air of caution for me, personally, around the holidays. It's a time when I used to throw down. Therefore, I use the same vigor for my recovery. I try to double up on my suggested daily tools, calling my designated people, meditation, making meetings, helping others. You get in what you put out, One of the obvious sayings that we have in recovery it only works if you work it. Okay, we got a wise one here. I haven't ruled out a shock collar. Honestly, what the other girl said, and avoiding a particular couple of family members. It seems to be kind of normal that a lot of us like to avoid some family members, maybe those that like to a little more than they should. And speaking of the shock collar, I did mention that I think Corey would have a blast putting one of those on me. She'd be in charge of the buzzer. One of my friends also put, act naturally. Sometimes you feel like you're in your habitat, right? You're returning home to your natural place, your natural habitat. You feel like you gotta walk on eggshells everywhere you go. I know that can be tough, especially during the holidays. Just be yourself and be honest, and everything will come, when it comes. This last one was easy going. It said, just not gonna use. It's that simple. That's the old me. And that's really true. The old me would have found a party and would have found a beer can somewhere, somehow. But that's not me anymore. I don't have to live that way, and neither do you. That's straight from the source, people. Those are folks that are actively in recovery, and that is the ultimate edition of how to stay sober during the holidays. The holidays are definitely stressful for everyone, and it's not just about, our worst vices. It's also presents and big crowds of people, and I know that can be really stressful when you're trying to stay sober. But just remember, let's do a little recap here. Just be yourself, be honest, and just stay away from those things that are problematic when used, in normal everyday life for you and me. Remember that this time is a time for gratitude. It's a time for thanks. And when we get together with family, we want to be in the moment and present with those people that we love most. That's it for tonight. So have a great holiday time. Be yourself, be honest, and if you made it this far, leave a like down below. Watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.